But welcome.
Yeah. Losers semifinals here. So winner of this going to go on to play Dorami in losers finals. And it looks like our match is starting.
All right. And we are ready. Good luck, have fun to both players. Let's see how this goes. I'm just gonna straight up say I expect some speed gap from Unnamed, but Lele with nice surge building and breaking, hopefully.
Yeah, we did see Unnamed pull out the SDPC spin there. Very popular opener in this rule set. Right now, Lele's the one who's building up that back-to-back. Unnamed has that -12 appearing on the board as Lele is just continuing to all spin over on the side.
But I feel like when you see this big number above you, like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get this spike at some point. I feel like Unnamed would be able to prepare for it in some way. But yeah, this time it wasn't enough. Yeah, well, taking the first round with nice surge break.
Yeah, the main piece of advice I have for players that are around my rank is when you see that -8 appear on the board, the match is not over. At that point, you should be trying to A, prepare your board, and B, pressure your opponent. And I think that that kind of skill also applies at the top rank to some extent. Players definitely know that the 8 is not enough to kill and will have a better follow-up spike. But it's still doable for players to prepare themselves and their board for that incoming spike.
Yeah, definitely. I would say once the number reaches more like 15 to 20, that's the, oh, this might be over range. But 8 is definitely not enough. But sometimes, who knows, if you have a really good board state, you might be able to just survive even on 20.
The minus up at the top of the board, that is the difference in your back-to-back surge. So if one player has 5 and one player has 20, it'll show the -15 of what would happen if you both broke surge right at that moment. Unnamed with the miss drop there early on is going to break that back-to-back. Lele breaks their back-to-back. That's going to come in. Okay, Unnamed gets rid of most of the cheese there before down stacking.
Ooh,
and finds the point.
Lele with a bit more misdrops there. Unfortunate. Also slowed down to find a good solve and then just misdrops it. It always hurts to see that. You just prepare your attack in perfect setup and everything and just place the first piece. Yeah, nope. The attack is not going through.
This is nice count to 4 from Unnamed here as they're continuing to build up that back-to-back. There's the -11 and Lele's board was not ready.
Yeah. I thought when you said the count to 4, you were actually talking about Lele because he had nice ice spin. That wasn't a spin because it was a quad. But yeah, it was nicely counted to 4 with T-spin triple as well. So crazy setups from Lele.
Ooh, no, and that fractal there. This still isn't good for them. They've got to... Okay, there's the down stack, and there's the next well. So Lele stays alive for now, and Unnamed's ward looks horrific. That is the last thing you want to see when you are trying to down stack.
Oh, the nice layer of cheese. Giving enough time for Lele to just start building up the pressure.
Yeah, there's the -10.
Surge.
Yeah, that 15 not looking great, but Unnamed is staying low on the board, keeping things ready to go as Lele may just be trying to see how high he can go.
Yeah. 21? Yeah, that's deadly.
That's tough. Yeah, at that point, you almost want to have an up stack so that you can cancel, accept, cancel. But tough to do when you're trying to maintain your own board and they're sending attack.
And also because most of the back-to-back building from Lele is gonna be from all spins. Those send, but they send a little bit. That means it's gonna be cheesy.
Yep, exactly. That's the benefit of doing those S-spin triples or L-spin doubles or what have you, because they're not going to send in groups of 4 or 5, more difficult to downstack. Unnamed with a misdrop over the well right here as Lele has a really nice board, a really nice well, and finds the timing to go up 4-2.
Yeah, it seems like Lele is able to find the good I think in that round specifically, Lele found a really good moment where probably some kind of screen watching saw that Unnamed is not in a good position and just sent it. Because I think when I looked at their boards, there probably have been more ways to extend their back-to-back. Also, what was that overhang?
Alright, Unnamed with a couple of misdrops there, along with the break. Nice recovery on that. And Lele has some rough cheese, gets through it just fine, continues building up that back-to-back yet again. This is some very confident all-spinning from Lele, and it's honestly really cool to see. There's the back-to-back break. Unnamed up the top doesn't have the eyepiece to get out.
Yeah, I think for Lele, he definitely needs to be confident. Like if he starts to get nervous or if something happens, then that's just gonna give more power to Unnamed to just punish that. So with this kind of gameplay, you need to be confident. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And definitely playing confidently right here as Unnamed maintain that back-to-back and the misdrop there on that J piece. Nice fix, but Unnamed is still at the top. If Lele finds the spike right now, it could be over, but Unnamed gets out of it, finds the 16 spike on the down stack. Lele has that clean well ready to go right now in the 17 spike. Unnamed stays alive, finds the 23 spike, accepts the incoming. They're going to have to get through a little bit of cheese before they can get to that side well. There's the side well, and Lele has T-spins on quads, ready to go here.
Nice.
Ooh, and a misdrop from Lele.
Oh. They're out.
That misdrop definitely slowing them down, giving Unnamed a chance to get a handle on their board yet again. Unnamed covers the well at the wrong time and loses the point for it.
I think that was
T-spin move over on the side is so risky.
Yeah, I think that was unfortunate from Unnamed. I think he just set up a T-spin and the T just never showed up in the queue. Had to then use 2 eyepieces instead to get out of it, and didn't find a way to do it cleanly enough.
Unnamed misrotates that T-spin. Yeah, that setup that he was trying to go for is always risky because that is a double T-dependent setup. So he found the first T, the second one wasn't there, and it's very common for the second one to not be there. And that spike, very well timed.
Well, just a beautiful spike there. Finds a perfect moment, and yeah, 2-7. That's, I would say, unexpected.
Oh, for sure. Definitely continuing on the upset streak. I feel like a lot of the times when you look at timing like that, you might just think that it's luck. And although some of them may be luck, the amount of times that Lele's had timing here is that in and of itself is indicative that it's not luck.
Yeah. Seems like Lele is just, he's just locked in. He wants to get to the top 3.
Ooh, Unnamed misdropping the opener. They've done that misdrop, that exact misdrop twice during this set.
Yeah. Unfortunate. And with that misdrop, there is just the fix for it is so difficult to find that you might as well just give up at that point.
Yeah. The 23 spike from Unnamed definitely catching Lele off guard, but Lele stays alive and starts to downstack through the clean that was sent.
Yeah, Unnamed just decided that, okay, I'm gonna play fast now. Kept nice 4 PPS for a while. Trying to get
Unnamed
the
up the
pressure
top.
up. Lele with
That's
some
a nice
crazy
fractal
setups,
setup
but
from Lele, but the misdrops are going to seal the round.
Unfortunate misdrop from Lele there. Gives Unnamed another point.
SDPC spin coming out here for the opener. That is a nice garbage RNG for Unnamed right there, who uses it well, but we end up pretty even as both players break that back-to-back. Lele's the first to get it back. Unnamed trying to get it back as well, but sees the -8 on the top.
And yeah. Lele not really having a good position there, just breaks the 8th surge. That felt like quite slow game, and somehow it was just 200 APM.
Yeah, I think with a lot of back and forth, it was players ending up spiking at the same time, so a lot of that APM was canceled and didn't really get through to the other side.
Yeah.
Unnamed here with the early back-to-back as Lele is on the down stack and they're the one with the -8 on the board. Unnamed with a break, the 12 spike puts Lele up the top, but they have well access here. Unnamed with the multiplier.
Bit of a risky move there to just trying to send all the clean to Lele at that point. Lele was able to get to it quite easily and just send it back.
Oh, the misdrop from Unnamed.
Oh, no.
That's not looking good. They fix it. Down stack. And
Yep,
Lele just spamming out this back-to-back right now, but that board is cheese. They're going to have to get down through it. And that's where they start with the eye misdrop. The vertical eye misdrop in the center of the board from Lele.
And not only that, it was exactly on the on top of the next garbage well.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the worst place where you can put the eyepiece.
Early break from both players here. Unnamed going to be left with some cheese. This isn't looking good for Unnamed, who's up at the top. That board's not looking good. They get through. There's the out. There's the down stack. But Lele has a clean board. They have clean wells. They can get down through this. That's exactly what they're doing here. Covering the well, getting it back open. Unnamed building back to back in that time, but no piece to use it.
That's gonna be it. And Lele with another upset. Taking down
in the room chat. Cannot believe it.
Yep. Not taking out one of the highest rated Tetris European players, but two of them in one tournament.
I can't believe they just sent 8 messages of them like not believing what just happened.
Yep, that's
Oh, that's so good. Oh, wait, there's more in the Twitch chat. There's more.